this kind of world of asymmetrical threats. These things that are happening, they're physical in some cases, and then they're in the cyber arena. I think the real challenge we have here when it comes to fake news and all the uses of these platforms and the cyber threats is the erosion in confidence in the institutions that we have. This is really a threat and an opportunity for us. How do we take this sea of data that's amorphous and moving and leverage it for better insights? How do we turn this into a better opportunity for us in the national security space? Because if we don't, our adversaries are doing this against us already. They're using these same technologies, often ones that we've designed and built, and leveraging them against us.
I will tell you, we are really at, I think, the cusp of a new era of warfighting, a new era of healthcare, a new era of education, a new era of everything, because we're in a new era of data. Because the world is about big data and understanding how to use that big data.
So when we think about a big data model, I think the question that becomes more and more relevant is not so much, can we identify the indicators of radicalization, but can we identify the indicators of radicalization to violence? And that's the commonality between these threats that we're seeing across the ideological spectrum.
First, as we know, adversaries across cyber domain will always target weakest link. Department of Defense has a challenge. We have, anecdotally, the largest network in the world. The commander doesn't always have visibility into what's happening on the network.
AI and machine learning are going to allow us to be able to pull these different data sources together, fuse that data to give us the context, to give us the understanding into what's really going on, both to help us predict what the next one will look like, but also identify where we need to go. What is that weakest link?
We have a real opportunity, and we've been able to see and engage with industry that are working on all of these advanced technologies to improve safety. Firms actually have to show what their cybersecurity plans are and how they're thinking through some of these risks.
We have to embrace the emerging technologies that are coming out and rapidly implement them and not try to think we can build them all ourselves. So what SAP NS2 is doing in this space is literally trying to educate and help our customers and their partners employ these technologies to solve tough problems around cybersecurity, say digital tracking of bad people.
SAP has made a multi-billion-dollar investment in a new approach to data processing we call SAP HANA. It makes massively parallel processing available on standard servers that you already have in your data centers or in your cloud. HANA is an in-memory database processing system, which means that the time it takes to run machine learning jobs can go from days and hours down to minutes or seconds on unlimited big data. You can arm your subject matter experts who are not mathematicians or data scientists with the capabilities of machine learning.
By using SAP HANA, we've speeded up the requirements process for our material for manufacturing, but also being able to pull the live data right off the system and use it for live analytics has been a huge leap for us.
Not only are we getting data faster, we're getting much more of it, and we're getting it in such a broad scale. If you want true diversity of thought, take the opportunity to genuinely get unsolicited information and feedback.
I think, why do you want the data, how are you using the data, and convincing them it's a win-win is absolutely essential.
Technology has improved our decision-making, our understanding of the problem, becoming predictive. But ultimately, as Admiral McCraven talked about, you need that strategic corporal. You have to empower that workforce, train them effectively to use the information that's presented to them in a time-critical fashion.
Our goal is to give that data to the people that are actually executing the business plan every day, manufacturing our product. Let them solve the problems so that we can do it in the moment instead of afterwards. You can't really solve a problem after it's already happened.
There's a lot of exciting cross-pollination going on between industries, and it's amazing to see how much innovation in the commercial sector can help us on the national security front.
If you hire a veteran, you give them a job, you give them the support, This ticket gives me the opportunity to pursue a career that will help me provide for my 5 children.
I have what I consider to be the American dream, and it's thanks to this program.
We are an organization that want to give back to the men and women who served us in uniform. As veterans transition out, over 53% of them have difficulty finding a new career. So that's why NS2 Serves is so important. Since the inception of the program in 2014, we've positively affected the lives of over 160 veterans. That makes me sleep well at night. We've set a goal for ourselves to affect over 400 come 2020.
Events like this are important because we need to bring together the thought leaders in the fields of government, policy, technology, private sector, to figure out what the next solutions are going to be to some of the most challenging problems that we are facing, right? So whether that's terrorism, whether that's cyber threats, or whether that's what the next innovation is going to look like, those minds, that summit is where these things are going to happen.